Can we just give it up for an awesome free kick? Can we just give it up?
Lives.
Bro, that free kick was absolutely insane. And here's the thing. De Gea actually made some amazing saves. De Gea actually made some amazing saves. I mean, look, if you're United, you must feel really, really bad because this was almost the perfect game. And also remember, like, Crystal Palace, they hardly had those many chances. But you know what? You know the weird thing that people say, oh my gosh, look at all the points lost. Did you see that tackle Bissaka did on your boy? That is an insane. Because I think whenever tackles and blocks are not given as much praise as goals, but that tackle is pretty much like saving a goal because he was 1v1. Now, does he definitely score the 1v1? I have no freaking idea, but he was pretty much 1v1. I think, look, for United, you have to feel angry. You controlled the game. You handled the game. The horse looked good. Everything was fine. A great goal by Bruno Fernandes. Before the goal was scored, the only blemish was Casemiro being a complete moron. Why Casemiro had to put that challenge? Because you know that you're in a yellow. You know there's a huge game against Arsenal on Sunday. Because someone said that everything seems as if everything just going towards Arsenal. But I think for United is, look, it's crazy because the way in which this was 1-1, you'd feel really bad for United. But at the end of the day, it is bad in the way it's ended. The team looks good. This team looks really good. In terms of just coaching, movements, fluidity, ideas, balance between defense, midfield, and attack. He has Bissaka playing well. Bruno Fernandes, who I have clowned and I've insulted. This guy is actually leading and playing like a freaking captain. So the things that United are playing so supremely well. Because see, the weird thing though is, a lot of United fans before this game was like, top four. But if this was a win, it would have set up United beautifully for that game against Arsenal. And like basically, like I can't say that United played badly or this was a mistake, because that is an amazing goal. You can't blame once the ball hits the top of that crossbar and goes down. It is very hard to freaking save. It is very hard to save. And even before then, I can't remember which it was. They had made an insane save in the first half as well. So that is pretty much the only way you can do to beat David De Gea, man. But before I come to your boy Mike, man, so let's just look at the table right now. So look, man, I think they're back in third, equal with City. Yes, third equal with City. Missed opportunity, man. Missed opportunity. Yeah, because if they beat Arsenal, then it's down 5 points, which 5 points is still pretty good, but could have been better if it were for 3 points. So, and obviously City play Tottenham tomorrow, which most likely they will win. So obviously City will not try and close that gap. Mike, man, talk to me about this game, bro. Huge missed opportunity by United, man.
Yeah, I kind of look, biased aside, United look really good. They look really good. Yeah. I mean, Ten Hag. I mean, HH, you were clowning this guy after 2 games. Remember?
Yes.
Remember, I played you the video. You were clowning him. Eredivisie merchant. That's all he is. He's a top manager. He's just
and in his first season. In his first season as well.
Look what he has done to look at Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's actually a footballer. He might actually be able to play football. I couldn't believe it what he was doing the last 2 games, especially. But yeah, look, United look good. I mean, there's nothing you could do with that goal. I mean, the free kick is just insane.
It's very hard to save that. It's very hard to save that.
Technique lives. Technique lives because off the crossbar and in. Oh, that was like Mahrez against Chelsea.
Yeah.
At least we have good free kick takers in this world still. But overall, United look good. Rashford wasn't the greatest today. He finally didn't score in a game.
What do you make of the horse?
Oh, the horse is good.
He looks. Because my thing the thing about the horse is that he isn't this high technique player. But in terms of just being a presence in there, and he's not made of glass like Martial is, I just think that, okay, I remember this is his first game. Because remember, in the modern day, strikers aren't just about scoring goals. Back in the 90s, it was all about scoring goals. Now it's about, do you make the other players play better? Because you're sort of like an extra number 10. But yeah.
Yeah, and look, he has a better touch than Darwin Núñez. Don't let any Liverpool fans tell you that.
Mike, please let's Brick Núñez show up on Saturday. I beg you. Let's let the Brick version show up on Saturday.
Just two brick teams showing up against each other. But yeah, look, I actually thought United were robbed. I can't believe McTominay didn't get a penalty. Chris Richards, first start, shout out to the American, didn't even get the ball and pushed him off. I thought it was a penalty. I'm like, what is the Premier League doing? We're not going to get penalties for this, but overall.
So did you look? Did you consult VAR or just VAR just said nah?
I think VAR just said nah. They just kept going. I don't think they even looked at it, to be honest. I thought it was a penalty in my opinion, but everybody can have their own opinion on that situation. And I'm looking at Anthony. Remember he had a little dispute with Bruno in the first half?
Yeah.
Anthony's looking a little bit suspect. Now, obviously, it's his first season. Get used to it. But what's his role in the team? I need to know. That is a big issue maybe with Ten Hag. How do you get the best of Anthony? Because, he can do all the skills and dribbles in the Eredivisie.
He's not being very effective, Like those, you can see the guy is talented and he has an ability. But I don't see him, not the same, but the best analogy is sort of Cristiano's first season in the Premier League.
Well, the problem is Anthony doesn't have pace. Anthony doesn't have pace.
Yeah, that's he doesn't have speed because he's all about his skills and so forth. So
exactly. But look, it's a missed opportunity, but this is a long season. After the game on Arsenal, it's 50% of the season gone. And if they win, they're only 5 points behind. So they're still in a good driving seat to get top 4. And that's the main objective for Ten Hag. He realizes he needs more players. He needs more depth. And Casemiro, I don't know what you're doing on that. So stupid, man. Even Bruno went up to him.
Yeah, even when Bruno went to, and you saw Ten Hag was just like, bro, we needed you for Sunday, bro. The hell,
bro, I was hoping for a Partey versus Casemiro battle. Now that's over. I was looking forward to it, but yeah, it was a good game actually overall. But Crystal Palace were poor in the first half. They didn't even lay it. Although they had the one shot, I think it was from Edouard. That's it.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace really disappointing, but I mean the free kick saved their asses.
No. For me, that's why if you're United and you go back in the dressing room, you feel horrible because you're like, no, we had that game. Like they hardly laid any punches on us, and literally in the injury time, it's just a mad free kick. And as angry as you can be, what if it was like a scruffy goal? It is an amazing goal. You got points by amazing.
You know what's even more funny? Olise didn't even celebrate. Man just walked off like he's done that every day.
So, did he used to play for United? Is he from Manchester?
No, he's a Crystal Palace boy. I think I'm pretty sure he is. I'll quickly check, but
there has to be something there because I'm like, why you just scored an amazing free kick? What the hell did you celebrate, man? Ricardo, talk to me.
Yeah, great free kick. It was brilliant. I actually kind of enjoyed it when it went in.
Wait, hold on. And enjoyed it because you're a football fan, or enjoyed it because United got clowned?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
But it's because honestly, United played well. I won't take it away. I thought it was a penalty. I think a penalty should have been given. However, the last 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Apparently, they say he's a fan.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. I'm a Red Devil.
No. I think he's Olise is a fan. That's why he didn't start.
HH, you know he used to be at Chelsea Academy.
So Ricardo, you were saying. So continue.
Yeah, no. I thought the last 15 to 20 minutes, Crystal Palace actually put a lot of pressure on United. Like that's when the chances started coming. Bissaka did a great tackle. That's probably a pretty much a game. Well, it saved them a point.
Yeah, saved them a point. Saved them a point.
But honestly, I think Casemiro kind of stunk it up at the very end because he got the yellow card, which was completely unnecessary. If anything, Ten Hag probably should have took him off because they were in control of that game. So that was a big L on both of them. And then right after the free kick, almost the very next play, Casemiro had a golden opportunity just to tap it in.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, because for me, I was going to say because you know when a goal is so obvious, you're like, okay, it's like, but I thought it was a goal. Like it was literally just like, just breathe on it and it's in.
Yeah, he was literally, nobody was marking him. He had a free touch. He was literally by the goal line, and he completely he didn't even miss it. Like he made contact with it, but he just didn't redirect it. And then obviously he's not playing against Arsenal, so I'm hearing on Twitter that he's ducking the Thomas Party.
Hey, come on, relax.
I still think Casemiro's clear. But,
no, he is.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a no. Like if I'm a United fan, I feel like this is a loss, in my opinion.
Yes.
I don't feel like this.
No, but then it depends on the kind of mentality you have. If you're the United fan who, even if I think it's a lie, you're convinced you can sell that this is a top 4 season. It's top 4, top 4, top 4. Then, it is cool. But if you're a United fan, which I know many guys that were like, oh, hold up. We're the most informed team right now. We're cooking. The only team to beat Arsenal. We just beat the defending champions, Man City, and so forth. No, this feels like a loss.
If you're a United fan, you should generally feel very good about your chances of winning the Premier League because one, you have to play Arsenal, and two, Man City and Arsenal still have to play twice, and you're right there. You're right there. So to act like this is a top 4 mission and not a championship winning mission, I think low ambitions. That's low ambitions, and I think if you're United, you should really aim for that title because it definitely is within reach.
Yes, sir. Are you there and are you on cam? Where you at? Okay. I want to talk about Bruno. So you see, my thing here is, I was a Bruno hater. I was a card-carrying member of the anti-Bruno society and so forth because I was like, this guy's made and so forth. And also, I was proven right by him sticking up the joints at the Euros. Come the World Cup, I was like, this guy seems okay. I'm still not going to call Bruno world class. I still believe Odegaard is the better in that position. But I have to give this guy praise in terms of just how effective he is for United and even for Portugal. Like when he's on his game, I'm not sure whether he passed the eye test. He isn't a kind of a player where this is a quality, amazing footballer. But in terms of just making smart decisions and the key word just being effective, I can't lie. Homeboy is effective, and he has come up with clutch goals. Like, look, if not for that crazy free kick, he'd have scored the winning goal. And he scored the goal that pretty much changed everything for Man City. So, Mike, do we need to put more respect on Bruno's name, or is he just what he is? Doesn't pass the eye test, limited player, but is just effective when he's on his game.
No, he's very effective. I don't think he even actually had a good game today, to be honest.
Oh, no, but just the goal. Like, even if he doesn't have the goal, he does something to affect the team.
Of course. He got the goal. And everybody in the past is calling him a stats merch, and all he does is just get goals from penalties, Fernandes, this sort of stuff. But
he was Fernandes, Mike. He was Fernandes.
A little bit. But he was very good when he first came to United. Now, I think he has a much more effective role where he's not reliable on just getting the goals and assists. That's for Rashford. That's for the front three. Even Casemiro's getting the goals. I think you just see now Bruno with his passing ability. Maybe he's not the greatest with dribbling, but his passing is insane. That's insane. So he's going to be a key part of Ten Hag's future for the next couple of years. He has to play well. If he doesn't play well, does the whole United team play well? Because he is that number 10, and he plays in the most important position to me. I still like him as a player, even though he was garbage last season. Maybe you could say Ronaldo tax, by the way, because
I was going there. I was about to go.
Oh, I was gonna go there too.
I was about to say, like, should we just see? But I was about to, because we can't ignore it. Because see, my thing though is, if I say this, I'm called a Ronaldo hater, but you can't go there because, I'm sorry, the optics are crazy. Like, literally, look at how well this team plays without him. And if he was there, they don't play like this. And look at just how much better everything was, because it goes back to the notion again. Because it's a very weird thing, and it's sort of similar with the whole Haaland thing. Because guys are now saying, does Haaland make City worse? Did Cristiano make City? Did Cristiano make United worse? Yes and no. Because I can't blame a guy for getting his goals. I'm a striker, I'm a goal scorer, I'm here to get my goals. But at the same time, anybody who's played football will know that the way you play is very much dependent on the players that are around you. So if you have a player who's a certain player and so forth, you make a difference for footballing decisions. So if it's like, I think City play better with Alvarez. I think Haaland has actually restricted how City play. So despite him scoring all these goals, I think City are a team that are more effective without Haaland. So even though Haaland is scoring all of these goals. So I think for United, they're a lot effective without Cristiano because everybody's now making different football decisions without Cristiano in the attack. I mean, Mike, you agree with that? I'll come to Ricardo afterwards.
Yeah, I agree with that. But also just, when it comes to Fernandes, it's just sometimes with his decision making overall, it's like he treats the ball like a hot potato, and he really treated it like a hot potato last season. This season, he's done a little bit better, but you can see there's still elements where you just gotta calm down. If you're Bruno, man, you don't have to rush the counterattack or anything like it. Or if you're in possession, just circle it to the other side. It's just sometimes he is very frustrating, but you can see there is a player there, and like I said, he has to play well for United. If he doesn't, they're not in a title charge. If he plays well, they're in a title charge. But also, you need the likes of Rashford to step up. You got Aaron Wan-Bissaka now playing well. You got Casemiro. So Bruno, while he doesn't pass the eye test, even for me, he's an integral role for Ten Hag. And I mean, look, with the way Ten Hag coaches, he could definitely coach Bruno into a great player. Just like he's look at what he's doing with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. Look at these guys. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
No.
Is he still in the Brick Academy?
I suspended him. He's suspended
Because
he was in Class B for like the last 6 months. He was in Class B.
I can't believe it. He actually knows how to dribble.
Yeah.
When did that happen? So, I mean, you got to give massive credit to Ten Hag, and I think he will be a key role for Bruno taking that next level if he can do that. If he can't do it, then United got to go into the transfer market and get that number 10.
You see, look, my thing is, I don't regret what I said about Ten Hag coming in the first season. So, credit, because I thought that's okay from Eredivisie to the Premier League, massive step up, and look at Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ragnarok, Ole, all of the guys that fell by the wayside and so forth. So, okay, he's not going to come in and have a massive impact. It may take a year, but how quickly he's had to say what's up. And for me, my thing that he has come up, has come out as such a winner in the whole Cristiano saga. It's amazing because that was a very difficult situation to deal with coming in that no one else had to deal with. So literally, like, the guy with the biggest W is Ten Hag now. So which is why I say, look, it's a lot that United didn't really get the full results, because if they did, I'm like, is this a title season? But still, as Ricardo says, if you win, that's 5 points. And the game in hand that Arsenal have is against a Man City team, so it could still be interesting, man. So Ricardo, talk to me, man. Bruno, and the Cristiano tax.
Hey, look, man. I remember.
Ricardo, go easy on Cristiano. He's in Al Nassr. And also, rumor around the campfire, Al Hilal are trying to bid for Messi.
No, I heard those were denied because my goat has bigger fish to fry in Paris.
Ricardo,
Anyways,
man,
I should say bigger snails. I should say escargot tax. No, but with Ronaldo, and Bruno. Sorry. Well, when we're on the topic of Ronaldo too. I mean, I remember when before Ronaldo was at United, Bruno was actually one of the best players in the Premier League, and then certain Suar7 came in, and had a decent season, but Bruno was stinking up the place. And then we are here into this season, a year after Ronaldo joins, and now he's making more money than probably the next 10 generations of my family will ever make combined. And
do not insult Al Nassr.
And Bruno, hey man, he's maybe getting back to where he left off, or where.
No, but look, it is
uncomfortable.
I am Cristiano's friend, and I want him to do the best, but the optics do look wild. Before Cristiano was there, Bruno was amazing. He comes there, it's iffy. He now leaves. Bruno's now back to being one of the best players in the Premier League. It's basically, it's too much of a coincidence.
No, for sure, because even in Portugal, I mean, we remember the Euros, how bad Bruno was when someone else was on the field too. But in this World Cup, Bruno was actually their best player, and Ronaldo wasn't.
Look, it's wild.
Look, I'm just saying, like, it's just a coincidence that sometimes two players don't gel well.
Yeah,
and it's probably a case where Ronaldo and Bruno, their games don't complement another.
No. I told you, it's like Ultimate Team. When you have Cristiano and Bruno, you just hit a red bar. The bar doesn't go green. The bar doesn't go green, bro. It doesn't go green.
They're on one cam. No, but it is what it is. Bruno's playing well. Ten Hag can definitely elevate his level, or at least bring him back to where he was. He's a decent player. Like I personally, I'm not the type. I'm definitely never paying money to see Bruno. Like I'm not sitting to watch a Bruno masterclass for 90 minutes. That's definitely not me. But there's other players on the team that I think need to step up. I think Anthony, man, like he doesn't. He has no, like, I don't know what he's there for. Like, he's not even a quick winger. He's just there, I don't know, to touch the touchline.
Ricardo, he's a pirouette merchant.
Yeah, that's literally. I don't know.
Look, that skill is very hard to do. That kind of spinning thing, it is hard to do. So shout out to him. My thing is, look, there is ability there, but I don't know how he can be made to be effective. That's the issue.
Yeah, that is true. Because Anthony, he's not a fast winger. Like, he's just a very skillful player. But I mean, if there's anybody who's gonna get the most out of him, your best bet is gonna be Ten Hag, right? Because he's pretty much developed under him. But we'll see. It's his first season. At the end of the day, I'm expecting way more when Jadon Bancho comes back, and we'll see what he does, man.
This results right now. Looking back at this thing right now, everybody's saying it's Arsenal season. United dropping points. As I say, what's up? Okay, wait. Yes, is your camera having like a kind of panic attack or something, or are you on now? Yes, is your camera working? Is it fully functional? Okay, so yes, United, your reaction, thoughts.
I've said this for a very long time. To win the league, you had to be lucky. You had to have luck.
Oh, wait, hold up. So this is a title charge, not a top four charge. That's what you're saying. So you're in title mode, not top four mode.
I mean, yes, 100%. But at the same time, you need to be, like I said, you had to have some luck. I mean, at least he scored an unbelievable goal. He probably won't score a goal like that in the whole season. So McTominay, clear penalty. Referee decided no, that's not a penalty, and that's just United. We ended up getting a controversial call going our way against the derby. That's. I mean, it just seems like
so maybe that's the football universe balancing itself out.
But that's not how it works. AJ.
What do you mean? But that's not how it works. No. You just said that you got a controversial. No, you don't. No, you just said you got a controversial call. That's not. Those are yours, not mine. That you got a controversial call. So this is another that went your way, and that's the one that didn't go your way.
Okay, Man City got a counter. Man City literally Rodri handballed the ball against Everton, and they ended up drawing 1-1 against Everton. Mike, how many points have you? Well, how many points did you finish behind City last season? There you go. You need luck to win this league. I'm not being real with you. You need things to go for you, and things didn't go our way today. And it's that simple.
Okay, things. One thing.
No, that penalty to McTominay was clear as daylight.
No. True. You said okay, it was just one thing. Cool. Should have been a penalty, but then. That's an amazing free kick.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't happen. Olise, I like Olise. I love Olise.
Quality player.
I love Olise. I like Eze. I love those are ballers. But the thing is, he doesn't score that free kick. HH. And the 89th minute to score that free kick. That's just like it happens once in a couple seasons against Man United at home. And this is a Crystal Palace team that has been struggling. I think they haven't scored a goal in 4 straight home games. Like so, the idea the odds that Olise was going to score a free kick in the 90th minute at home against Manchester United was if you put $100 down, you probably earn 10,000. It was so unlucky. So United things have to go your way, and it didn't. That's just the honest truth. And it just seems like everything's going Arsenal's way. Manchester United beats Manchester City in the derby. Then Man United loses a game that we shouldn't have been playing. Let's be real, we shouldn't have been playing this game. The only reason we played this game was because the Queen passed away, and then the FA decided, you know what, we're going to put this game in here. That's what they decided. So let's be honest here. You know, this game, this is not the game for. And then I've seen a lot of United fans now going crying, cussing the players, cussing the manager, and I'm like, yo, what? This is nonsense. Like. It's so reactionary. So it's one of those days where I'm so frustrated because
but see, yes, because I want to know where your mind is at, because obviously the way that you're talking is because I said that the United fans in 2 camps. I think it's 1 camp, but in 2 camps. The United fans have said nope. Based on all of the trouble that you've had with the previous managers, this is top 4. Anything's extra, no, top 4. So thank you, Wan Bissaka, for that amazing tackle that enters a point instead of 0 points. But then there are other guys which I think most United fans are aware, no, we're the most informed team. We're playing really, really well. Bro, we if we would have won this game and beaten Arsenal, that's 3 points behind Arsenal, this is now a title charge. So are you like, no?
No,
United can win the title.
Actually, I'm a sick guy. But there's certain things I never tell you guys because this channel.
Like you wearing the Adidas shirts and wanted to reverse strict against Messi.
I keep a lot of things to my chest. Every year, I'm like, it might have a mindset. You know what? This is the year we're gonna win the league. Every single year, this is the year we're gonna win the league. I have it. It doesn't matter if my team's good or not. I always have the expectation of, you know what? We just got to put ourselves in the mix and we can win it.
So even during the early years and so forth, you still believe you would have won the league.
1,000%.
Yes, that's
that might me being super optimistic, the typical fan, whatever. But that's how
Okay, so you believe that United have as much chance. So your belief United winning the league this season is the same as all previous seasons.
Yes. For me,
That
that's
makes
my
no
opinion.
sense.
No, it makes no sense to you, but it makes sense to me because every year the game is 0-0. We all start in the same points. It's all about winning your games. It's just that's the mentality I have.
So
That's the
so
mentality I
even
have.
when United were playing badly and under form, we can still win the league. We can still win the league.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
so
know
that
what I
makes
do?
no sense.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, H. You know what I do? I do the math thing. I look at the table. You know, you don't know how many times I did this. Yeah, we are like 10 points away from City. If we win this game,
Okay. So yes, if United were where Chelsea are right now, you still believe United could win the league because of mathematics.
you still have a chance, H. You still have a chance.
You see, yes.
H. What if you?
This is
what if-
why you were voted.
No, Chelsea. No, what if Chelsea win every single game from here on out?
Yes, there's a
No,
thing.
that's all I'm saying. What if you win every game?
But yes, this is why you
You're
were
not.
with
But H.
sure.
I mean, that's a
No,
loser
no,
Gonna
but-
qualify
but-
for conference
That's a
league.
loser mentality, H. The mentality you have is, oh, we can't do this, we can't win it. That's a loser mentality. The mentality you should have is, let's see, the next game. Let's make a run. Let's win one game. Let's win the second game. Let's win 3. Okay, now we won 3 out of 3. Let's win the 4th. That's how you do it. When Mike's and last season when Mike was out of the title race, there were what 10, 12 points on the title list. Did Liverpool say, oh, you know what? Everyone said, oh yeah, Man City is running away with this. Man City is running away with this. What did Liverpool do? They won a game. They won the second game. They kept winning. Next, you know, they're in the title race. No one expected City to drop points. No one expected City to drop points to the degree that they did. But they did. And the issue is you have to make sure you take care of your own self. Make sure you get yourself in that situation to capitalize on the City drop points. And for me, I still think we're in the title race. There's, for me, no. We can still win this league.
That was the streets. The streets went to drop.
No,
the bricks.
we
That
can
was the
still
streets.
win this league, HH. Oh,
No. Yes, everything you said before was complete and utter garbage because now, if you look at the league now and how United are playing, of course United can win the league. But during the times when the United were languishing in 5th and 6th, playing badly, didn't know the right from the left, and City were at peak form, how the hell did you believe that United could win the league then? Because as people are saying in the streets, you have to be... There's a division between optimism and realism. You see,
No, but
optimism has to have a little bit of realism sprinkled upon
but
it. Because optimism without any form of realism, you're mad.
No. HH, here's the issue I have with you. This football is the most unpredictable, the most you cannot analyze.
So basically, okay. So basically, no, hold on. So Bournemouth can win the league.
Leicester did it. Leicester City.
Yes, I'm asking a very simple question.
No. Okay.
Mike, just watch this. Mike.
You know what's funny, right? You know what's funny?
It's no. Yes, let me just ask you a simple question. Yes, mathematically speaking, you believe that Bournemouth can still win the league?
No, I
The Premier League.
think mathematically that's like a 1%. I don't know what's like.
But you believe that there's a if you're a Bournemouth fan, you should.
1%.
So yes, if you're a Bournemouth fan, yes,
you
it's a very simple question. Yes,
This is what I don't like about HH. You take what I say and then you sprinkle
Yes,
whatever.
I'm just asking you a question. I'm just asking you a question.
It's something
Yes,
I didn't say.
If you're a Bournemouth fan, you would still believe you could win the league. Yes or no?
No, obviously not. They only have 16 points. That's like a 20-point gap or 23-point gap, whatever.
Okay.
That's too much.
Okay. If you're an Aston Villa fan, you still think you'd win the league if you're an Aston Villa fan?
25 points, man. Yeah, I mean, I really just gotta make sure that they get into a good run.
Yes, sir. Do you think Liverpool can still win the league if I'm a fan?
Huh?
Because I'm a Liverpool fan, right? Do you
Yeah.
think we have a chance of winning the league still?
I don't want you to win the league, so
No, but just be optimistic.
No,
I know you don't want us to.
but if just put bias to one side, if you're a Liverpool fan, they should still believe they can win the league. Yes or no?
Yes, 100%. You should always do that. HH, okay, but HH, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that thinking? What's wrong with that thinking?
Yes.
What's wrong with it?
As guys are saying in the whole thing, it's about being realistic. You should always be optimistic. But
No, why?
no.
Why?
Yes. Hold on. You're not listening to me. Optimism should come with a blend of realism. So, because there comes a point when you've looked at the points gap and the consistent performances of your team combined with the performances of other teams, it's unrealistic. So if you're a Liverpool fan, how bad Liverpool look, how much work they need, how good Arsenal are, how consistent Arsenal are, it is unrealistic to believe Liverpool from this position for them to win the league. Because if you've been watching football for long enough, you just see certain patterns of play. And from this position, it is extremely unrealistic with how Liverpool have been playing, where they are, for them to turn it around and be better than Arsenal based on how they've been. It's just how the things work.
HH, the issue you have is if Liverpool fans and Liverpool players have that mentality, then Liverpool does not win a game. It's that simple. HH, do you ever heard a term like shoot for the stars? Was it like you aim for the title? If you don't get the title, you have a great season. That's the idea, HH. It's like I always say this to people. If you only aim for top 4, HH, like what you call it, a Spurs be doing all the time. The whole model is to get top 4, HH. You won't get top 4 consistently. You simply won't. No, you simply won't, HH. If your aim is the bare minimum, HH, there's a higher chance that you're gonna finish below that bare minimum. Yeah, your expectation has to be unrealistic.
HH, you know what where he gets his mentality from? Cristiano Ronaldo actually left his mentality with the club, so now his fans are taking it. You win at all costs.
Yes, you know.
Ricardo, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I actually understand what you're trying to say.
Ricardo, no, you don't.
Yeah,
No, I really am.
There you go.
Okay, no. Yes, you screwed up. Okay, Ricardo, please help me. Wait, let me meet this guy.
And I love that.
So, Ricardo, please try to maybe translate to me because I think what he was saying is completely.
I think it's a reach to say, let's say Aston Villa can somewhat to believe they can win the league, but he's saying that you have to actually believe that whatever the maximum you can achieve, even if you don't accomplish it, even if you strive to achieve the maximum result. Then even if you don't get there, you might get somewhere near it.
But Ricardo, I think you are confusing things. If I'm a player in the dressing room or a manager, 100% you have to have that mentality. But that's different from the fan. So if you're in Chelsea's situation right now, and your manager, a mentality must be, we win every game, we keep going. But if you're the fan, not playing, but you're the fan, you have to have a different mentality from you being a player in that dressing room. Those are different mentalities.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. But see, the problem is that for Chelsea fans, you can't expect to win every game. You have to actually expect not to lose every game. You guys are more likely to get relegated to actually win the Premier League.
Well,
so it's a different mentality there for the players.
Oh, yes, shut up, man.
Hey, you know what? The best case scenario, you might actually want to lose your next game, and you never know. But Todd B could probably put a cheeky bid in for Mbappe. You know
what's funny though, Ricardo? The HH couple of years ago would be like, "We'll talk this HH. Shut up. That's loser mentality. You don't speak like that. We're Chelsea Football Club. We win Champions League. We win Premier League. No." I'm not gonna allow that'll be the
No. Yes,
it's not realistic. It's not going to happen.
Yes.
Be real.
Yes, my thing is, of course, you must have the mentality. And I want to even come to Mike with this. Okay, like Mike, are you on board with what Yase is saying? Because where I think Yase is lost is this season. 100% United can win it this season. The struggles that City have had. The struggles that Liverpool and Chelsea have had, United are the only team to beat Arsenal. They beat City, and they've been playing well. This is the most cohesive United have looked in ages. So my thing is that you can't have the mentality this season that the same under Ole, Ragnarok, Bissaburia, and Van Gaal, because this team looks far better than those previous seasons, and the competition isn't as strong as those previous seasons. So
I agree with Yasser, actually. Not all of his takes, because I don't agree that, Aston Villa are still in the title race, but a club the size of Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, they should every season, no matter what the circumstances, I understand, maybe the transfer window wasn't great, maybe your manager's a brick like Ole and these sort of stuff, but when you're a club that size, you should be expecting to win the title. You should. And then you have to see, as the season goes on, you have to see, because we don't know. Preseason is preseason, even though Arsenal did whoop Chelsea's ass in the preseason, so that could have been a indictment of what was going to happen throughout this whole season. So I actually respect what Yasser is saying. He actually has a good mentality at this. Now, do I agree with all of it? No, because, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Fulham, are they expecting to win the title? No. Unless, a miracle happens, like 5,000 to 1, like Leicester City.
Dream. They can dream, bro. Nothing wrong with dreaming, man.
Jesus Christ.
There's no problem dreaming, Yasser, but look, I think with United, even when they were going through their banter era, and even for Liverpool, I mean, the only season where I was like, Liverpool are going to not do anything at all was the 10-11 season. And I was made to prove it right because we signed the likes of Jovanovic, Koscielny, Charlie Adam, and we had Roy Hodgson as manager. Before that season, I was like, this is going to be terrible. So, Konchesky, that was the guy's name. Konchesky, God, he was a terrible left back. Look, every season, you expect to win the title if you're Manchester United and Liverpool. That's why we got 19 and they got 20.
Let me hit this Dubinsky because real quick, I don't want to talk about. So, it's fair. Inter 3-0. Oh, yeah, so Inter won 3-0. I think that was Super Coppa Italia, wasn't it? Newcastle,
in Saudi Arabia.
The only hope. Ball genetics. Look, man, Newcastle can do a little something. Look at a little something. Minnesota community.
Actually,
yes, sir.
Can I quickly say something about the game? Because I actually watched the Inter Milan. Lukaku, he ain't starting for a while. He's done. Luke Skywalker might be dead.
Is it that bad? Like,
he
didn't even get on the field today. Dzeko balled out.
So you told me they might not keep him. They're probably not going to keep him then.
He's going back to West London Cowboys at this rate.
Wait. Who are Inter playing in the UCL?
Porto.
Wow. That's interesting. That's a good matchup.
Yeah, it is a good matchup. Also, Milan, I think you jinxed them. They look terrible now. I mean, they're getting spun every game defensively. You actually jinxed them.
My Maradona narrative is
Rafael Leao.
Leao was not good today either.
You see that? In big games, the 2 games against Chelsea in the Champions League. Now, Inter Milan. This Rafael Leao dude, bro. I don't know, man.
No, give me Kavic all day.
Nah. Hey, United in the mud. Yes, yeah, man. Come on. Why are they doing this?
This is my community too. That's crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, from Minnesota. Okay. Olise used to play for Chelsea. Okay, actually, is there like a list of just amazing players that Chelsea had and they let go?
Jamal Musiala.
With every week I keep hearing, Chelsea had Neymar, Chelsea had Messi, Chelsea had Pele, Chelsea had Garrincha, Chelsea had Maradona, but they let them go. I think Chelsea almost had every amazing player in their ranks, but let them go.
No, AJ, honestly, you guys have a ridiculous academy. You really do. Compared to Liverpool, I mean, you guys constantly produce ballers, but you just don't know how to use them.
Mounts, like Mounts.
Okay, I'm not saying
the guy that a lot of proper Chelsea fans are so desperate to get, Declan Rice. He was part of their academy as well.
So Zlatan TV. Losing Casemiro sucks, but I'm more disappointed inside.
Yeah.
There's 18 games left. Let's not overreact. What if Arsenal have a poor run of form? People chill. Look,
yes, exactly.
We're only coming up to halfway through the season. And there's a long way to go. Because I want to ask you guys a title question, man. Patrick, I don't believe those Cowboys won. I don't believe those Cowboys won.
Yeah, I mean, United are still on for the quadruple, so I mean.
Hey, Ricardo, you're on for the treble, aren't you? Or quad?
But that's culture for us. That's culture.
Wait, hold on. Yes, I say United should just focus on the Europa League. Yes, you agree?
No, I mean, we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Something that obviously Chelsea are not involved in. We're also in the FA Cup.
Wait, hold up. So, was that like an insult or something?
No, it's just a fact.
Or something that we're not involved in? Because we aim to win the Carabao Cup.
I mean, it's a cup, right? It's a trophy, right?
That no one recognizes.
Oh, come on! Like,
it's a trophy that no one recognizes.
That's such a loser thing to say.
No. We go for the Liga and we go for the UCL. Shout out to Dortmund next month.
Okay, all right. How's that going for you guys?
The UCL.
No. So you're gonna win the UCL.
No. How's the UCL going for you? No,
are you gonna win the UCL?
Hold up, you're not in the UCL.
Are you gonna win the? Actually, you're gonna win the UCL.
It's a Europa League playoff. Okay, all right. Europa League playoff. Okay, so let me ask you guys this thing. I know it's early. Let me come to you, Ricardo. Who's winning the league, man?
Man, it's hard to say right now, man. It's really, really hard to say right now.
What do you mean it's hard to say right now? What was your gut? What is your gut?
Oh, because we're halfway through, right? We're halfway through.
Well, we're coming halfway through.
Damn.
Let me just scroll up.
The thing is, it makes it harder because Arsenal and City haven't played yet. I think. Oh man, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? I think.
I mean, no, because my thing is yes. I mean, because obviously I know that you're probably under the influence by with some weed or something and
No,
everything.
I don't do that. I don't
So,
do that.
so yeah, sure. I can see your eyes. So my thing though is this. Arsenal, oh, okay. Okay. Arsenal do look good and so forth. But my thing is, we can't deny. Is Pep just going to just give up and give it up like this? Because it seems too easy that Arsenal just keep on playing well, keep doing their thing, beat United, just go on this run, and but you love it. Because I'm waiting for Arsenal to hit a brick wall, which they will.
You know who
And how will
I
they
think is
react?
going to give him the brick wall though? That it's only one thing. It's only if they lose to Manchester City. Because then, no matter how good you're having a campaign, if City can beat them back to back in the league, because I know they play them in the FA Cup,
Yeah, I forgot.
but if they beat them back to back in the league, then it could. I think that could stifle the players just because they'll feel like no matter how good we are against majority of the league, when we come against the guys who are defending the title, we're just missing that last step to compete with them. But I believe if Arsenal, if they can maintain this gap and they can at least draw City, because right now not only do they need to win points, but every game that they win in Manchester City game, it's Manchester City play, the fixture count going down is in favor of Arsenal. That means there's pretty much less margin of error for Manchester City. So I think it's really more down to those two games with Manchester City, unless like
Well,
obviously they keep losing and losing and losing,
no,
or they
but
keep drawing.
I don't. For league games, I always use this example. I can't remember what season it was. There was a season where Arsenal beat United twice, but United won the league that season, just during Fergie. So I think that would be true in, let's say, that Liverpool
Yeah,
season.
but
Because
here's
that season where what's it called? Sane scored that goal to make
Yeah,
it
that was
2-1.
crazy.
That was a definitive point. But I think that with this, I don't think it's going to be about Arsenal City. I think it's going to be about, are you going to be consistent against those other teams? So Arsenal can afford to lose to City. But if City keep on losing these games and keep on dropping these points, and
yeah, it
Arsenal is
won't matter.
consistent,
Ultimately, it won't matter. But the thing I would say is different from that when United beat Arsenal twice, but I think Arsenal still won, or was it the other way around? I can't remember. My point is that around that time, you have to look at the players that were on the field and the managers they had. You had a top manager, you had top quality players. It is what it is. These players at Arsenal, although they're very good, they're still very young. So when it comes, if they were to hypothetically lose both games to Manchester City, that's when the real adversity hits. And because these guys haven't really hit adversity at any point, they're still flying. That's when we'll see
is
who the
that
character is.
adversity?
So you can't. So if it was Liverpool that were flying high and then they would lose both games to Manchester City, I would actually still bank on Liverpool because they have won something before, because they have personality and they have shown they have personality, that I would actually bank on them not falling apart. But there is a good chance that if Arsenal do lose twice to City, and I say they're convincing one, like if it's close, I mean, at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points, but and you get no points if you lose. But if it's a convincing win on Manchester City from both games, then I think that could mentally affect Arsenal.
But what are we saying about United? Because my thing about United is, I don't think this draw is a massive dent, because I think, as you said, okay, this is annoying for United, but again, if you beat Arsenal, that's 5 points.
Well,
5 points in nothing halfway through the season. So
No.
are we sort of ignoring United? Or, yes, you've got Weghorst. There's not enough firepower to really compete with what Arsenal and, let's say, there are not enough consistent goals in United to really compete with City and Arsenal.
No, for sure. But like I said it earlier, United are in the title race. Whether their fans like it or not, they're in it because there's 3 pivotal games so far that I can think from the top of my head. It's the game this weekend, and then it's the 2 games between 1 and 2. And if 1 and 2 go in the favor of Man City, or they both draw both those games, then Manchester United are in a favorable position. They're tied on points with Manchester City, although Manchester City have a game in hand. So you would assume, worst case scenario, Man City are up 3 points. Sorry. Look, and all it takes is for one of those Arsenal Man City games for Manchester City to lose, and they can tie on points. I think for Manchester United, it's not necessarily like focusing on who's ahead of them. It's literally quite just staying afloat, taking each game at a time, because they shouldn't be looking at Arsenal and Man City as the games. Oh, we have to beat these guys. Although
But my thing though, do you believe that in that dressing room, United are like, oh no, we're going for the title, or let's just
exactly.
because see, there are two mentalities that they could have, and I think these are the two, because you can never have a mentality of, oh, we're just here for top four. One mentality is, no, we're here for the title. Another mentality is take each game as it comes. Forget about anything, just take each game as it comes. So it's the mentality that we are here to try to win the trophy, or take each game as it comes. Come February, March, if we're in that position, okay, it's now on.
Well, you have to, based on the position they're in today. Today, it's going to feel like a sucker punch because they should have won tonight, and they probably feel undone that they didn't get a penalty. And obviously, the fact that they conceded, like, there's one thing conceding a goal where like you could blame somebody and be like, well, that was a stupid mistake, you cost us a result. But then there's one thing conceding a goal, which the goal they conceded, which is like, it is what it is. It was a great goal. No keeper in the world stops that. I think today's goal they conceded was beyond their control. It was a magnificent free kick. But if it was something, something that shouldn't have happened, it was completely avoidable, then yes, it would hurt a lot more. However, with I think they, in their dressing room, they're definitely looking at it as a situation that we can win this. We can be a part of this title race, because everybody's just focusing on Arsenal City. But United are right there. And if you look at who they acquired in the last 2 seasons, they acquired Varane. Now they got Casemiro. These guys are serial winners. And then you also have
Weghorst, the horse.
Whatever. And then you have
whatever. He's called the horse. Respect the horse, man.
Whatever, man. And then you have Lisandro Martinez, who literally just won a World Cup. This guy must be, you would assume he's hungry.
Shout out to Leo Di Maria
to win something.
Yeah.
And then who else is on the team that not really anybody really has won much.
Eriksen, well, he's not been one, but Eriksen has been money, bro. He's been money for United.
He has been. He's a player of experience, but experience at winning nothing either. So it's really those three guys: the Varane, Casemiro, and Lisandro Martinez. And to be honest, that's the defensive core. So if you want to win a league title, you need to have a strong defensive core. Like defense wins titles. Like,
but okay, yes. But actually, no, let me even come to Mike with this. So, Mike, do you share this whole thing of like, okay, United should be, should be looking at this as a title, because I think that as much as what Ricardo said is right, because Varane is huge, Casemiro is huge, you still experience league-winning experience. Where are the consistent goals going to come from? Do you believe Rashford? Because again, he didn't have a good game today. So could you believe that Rashford can be what Haaland is? Rashford can be what Saka is doing, or what Odegaard is doing? Because for Arsenal, it just seems as if Saka, Odegaard, or Martinelli, they're going to get it. They're going to get something. City, Haaland is going to get it, although they've been struggling. For United, who is that guy who, no matter what, rain, sunshine, he's going to get it. He's going to get it. That may be what I say, I don't know about United.
Yeah, I think this is just too early to call. We haven't gone 50%. Like, when it gets to February 15th, when it's Man City, Arsenal, and if Arsenal win that game, I think you can just start putting red ribbons on the Premier League title. I just cannot see them. I cannot see them bottling it. I really cannot. There's. I've been saying it for many weeks. There is something different with this Arsenal team. Not getting top 4 really hurt them, and maybe it just installed a different mentality.
But what about what Ricardo said? What if they lose to City? Do you think that affects them? The lack of experience and so forth. If they lose, does that swing things as it swung things in that season where City beats Liverpool?
We won't know until it happens. We won't know because, look, they lost to United, but then kept on winning this season. So clearly it has shown that it doesn't matter if they're startled by one result. They just go back. They keep on fighting.
It's about how you react. Yeah.
It's how you react, exactly. And also, you just have to take into account all the European competitions. Like, United going to have to play, if they beat Barcelona, of course, which I hope they don't. Ricardo, your team better wipe them out.
Ricardo, I dare
Javi. It's treble season.
Ricardo, I dare Javi to lose to the Rashford.
Well, I dare him too. I dare him too. And I dare City to lose the Premier League title and get knocked out so Pep can come home.
So United might have to play Thursday, Sunday. Arsenal will have to play Thursday to Sunday. Do they have the squad to do that? How are they going to rotate? How are they going to handle the situation? There's a lot of factors. I mean, you can't even rule out Newcastle. They're only, 1 point behind City and
people
United.
keep ignoring Newcastle,
And
man.
look at their defense. Their defense
But
is rock
here-
solid. And they
but
got
with
Alexander Isak back.
They don't lose games. They've only lost one game.
They don't lose game. They don't lose.
And also, this is what people tell me. The one game they lost, well, I don't know whether you agree. Liverpool
Oh, no,
fans
yeah.
said they didn't deserve to lose that
Oh,
game.
we robbed them. We robbed them. Like we have done a couple of times in the last couple of seasons. But
Like,
I think...
Mike.
Go ahead, yes, sir.
No, go ahead.
No. My Mike Rich then comes to you. Yeah.
So it's just the thing. We all think Man City, they're just going to turn it up. But we might be seeing a different Man City nowadays. How sure are we with this team looking right now that they're just going to hit a switch and all of a sudden they're going to play amazing fluid football and they're going to just go on a crazy winning streak? Because how City have won the titles against Liverpool, they go on a 10, 15 game winning streak. Do you honestly think Man City can do that right now with the way they're playing? I don't think so. I think there's trouble with this City team. Now, is there massive trouble where they're going to be really behind Arsenal in the Premier League title? No. But I don't know. It's just a long way to go, but I'm still banking on Arsenal. I just think there's something different with this squad. Going out of the Karabuki Cup, I don't think Arteta's really going to care about Europa League. If I'm Arteta, scrap that useless Thursday night competition. This is a Premier League title, something they haven't done in 19 years. 19 years. So,
You know, like,
Go ahead.
if I'm Arteta, man,
Yeah, screw that.
Screw the Europa League.
I forfeit that Europa.
It doesn't even matter because Arsenal have never won a European trophy ever. Not in the Europa League, not Conference League, not Champions League. It doesn't matter. You're going for the Premier League. That's what all these fans care about. Then you can focus on the Champions League next season because you need to make it in far into that competition.
No,
especially
because
with the
my thing is
coefficient.
because like
Mike is right.
winning the league would be more than the Europa League.
Oh,
Maybe used to different,
100%.
but yeah, winning the league would be more.
Well, it's not even close.
Ricardo,
even close.
why are you squeezing your face? The
Nah,
Europa
because
League?
Europa League is a heavier trophy, so in all like logic, it's a bigger trophy.
Oh.
So we're not gonna drop the big for that? You know, we're not gonna drop the big.
Well, it's logic. Well, you don't
Yeah,
operate
yeah,
on
yeah.
logic. We're grown ass men here.
I don't care whether you won the panel door, man, but this is the
The streets.
Yes.
It's open for brick door. Voting is open
Ricardo has
for
popped
brick
his
door.
head in for the brick door.
Yes, you finally have competition, man. So, look, yes, what do you say? Like, I mean,
I
look,
really have to try.
No, I kind of disagree with the notion that I don't think the City game is gonna matter. I really don't.
it depends on the results leading up to
I don't.
the game.
HH, tomorrow it's a massive game for City. They're playing Tottenham. Like Tottenham,
tonight.
the way that
No, yes. See, this thing
Tottenham fucking
no. This thing that just pisses me off. After the garbage, that bomb called Conte, Bruno, I was actually on the phone to my Tottenham friend and said, "What's wrong with your club, man? You guys are you guys are trash." Mike,
Tottenham always turn up for City. They always
Mike,
do it.
no.
They
This
always.
Tottenhm.
yeah,
Here's
that's what
the
I'm
thing.
saying. HH.
No, hold on.
Imagine if they
It
lose
started.
this one.
What this clown did for Chelsea, it started. He's moaning, he's arguing. I didn't get my thing. What he was doing with Chelsea, it has been gone. He's throwing his toys out of his pram. After what I saw against Arsenal, I have complete and utter disrespect for Tottenham.
Where they
I would
play?
be shocked if City.
FPL.
I dare Pep to lose to Tottenham.
HH. Well, okay. So you say 100% they won't. If it happens, would you concede
Shocked.
the title? Would you concede the title? Would that game be the game?
Wait, hold up. Loss or draw?
A loss. They lose.
We're not losing.
No.
But
Here's
let me
yes,
say
no. Here's the thing. It's not happen, but in a crazy alternate universe,
Oh, here we go.
if City lose,
Arsenal win.
To that Tottenham team,
yes,
Tottenham,
no, I can't do it. It's only halfway through.
See, but
No, because here's the thing.
That's
Yeah.
10
No,
points. man.
okay.
That's
Maybe
4
Mike, maybe MTF will know. Maybe MTF will know because he does talk for football. There was a season, and I think it was even over halfway through, late 90s. Keegan was the coach, and United and Fairclough was the coach.
Wait, what year was this?
It was late 90s. Was it
was
96?
it Newcastle? Was it Newcastle?
Yeah,
Newcastle.
I can't remember what season it was. but I know
These
what you're
guys,
talking about.
these guys were like 15 points ahead over halfway through the season. And Newcastle were playing amazing football, superb. These guys were like similar to Arsenal, swashbuckling, full-on attacking, sexy football. United just kept on, and people just okay, this is Newcastle's here. They're going to win. They just kept plugging away. Just draw here, loss here, and all entertaining games. Loss here, draw here, and everything. Look left, look right. United just chipped away. It's a marathon. And my thing for Arsenal is, and Ricardo, you've even said this, and this is what everyone knows: defenses wins leagues. Now, Arsenal's defense is strong though, but Arsenal are an attacking team that really plays on the front foot. And my thing though is they haven't been they've not reached adversity yet. They haven't reached the point where, okay, we're not asking you questions, Arsenal. How are you going to answer? Unless you're telling me that Arsenal are just going to play sexy football all through, just win, then that will literally be like the most straightforward league
by
of
your
ever
logic,
time.
then defense wins championship. Newcastle should win it then.
You know, when they say that, it is not completely literal. Yes, it does.
I know.
But if Newcastle had like a top striker, Newcastle win the league. Wait, Ricardo, what did you say?
I said Michael thought he did something there.
Hey, HH, they got Alexander Isak back. He's scoring for fun.
Mike, here's the issue I have with HH. Every logic, everything he throws at Arsenal throws back at him.
Of course.
We're not halfway through the season. Yes, we are not halfway through this season.
Well, technically we are.
Who calls a league when we're not halfway through the season? Shout out to Miss Smallwood. Half of 38 is 19.
No, but HH, here's the problem. You say this is a marathon.
Yes.
I used to be a runner, HH. I used to run.
Me too.
I used to be a runner.
I was on my cross country team by mistake.
I did cross country in college, HH. So here's the thing. Yes, it is. You can say it's a marathon, but then it gets to a point where, because in cross country there was about 40, 50, 60 people running at the same time. HH.
Yeah.
Well, what did you place?
Come on, that's it.
That's like saying I'm on a football team, but you're on the reserves. Come on, man.
No, that's what I was good at cross country. I was actually pretty good.
But HH, here's the issue. Then quickly you see there's a division. People pull away, HH, and it gets to a point where that gap, no matter how hard you try, no matter how fast you run, no matter how much effort you put in, that you can't close that gap.
Fair.
You can't.
Wait, yes, here. This is.
And then
At the race, this is where we're at right now.
No. But what I'm saying is the tempo that Arsenal's running at, the pace that Arsenal's running at, the gap that they already have, HH, and the fact that they don't look like they're slowing down. That's the point I'm trying to make, HH. For me, there's a bigger chance that Man City drop points prior to the Arsenal game than Arsenal drop points, HH. There's a chance that gap gets much bigger than when they play against City. So even if City end up beating Arsenal, which is 3 points, what's to say that Arsenal continues winning and Man City continues to drop points? That's the issue we have.
Yes, sir.
You might have a point. Yes, you might have a point.
I was going to ask you, yes, sir. Oh, go ahead, Ricardo.
No, I was going to make a quick point that when we had the little Man City, Liverpool era, and even when we had the Barcelona, Real Madrid, you could actually tell who was going to win the league because they would lose and tie very few of their games. That even a tie felt like a devastating loss because there was literally no margin of error between those teams. I don't think these teams today, Arsenal, United, City, Newcastle, that main four is the quality is as high as those two teams at those times. You can't expect them to consistently drop points at some point. So, but this year is right. Yes, you could say Arsenal could keep going if they stumble at some point, but City could stumble as well. And I think City are more likely to stumble than Arsenal.
Mm.
Yes, sir. What's the percentage chance you're giving Arsenal now of winning the league?
Oh, it's high. I think it's Arsenal.
If you say 99, I'll throw you out.
I think it's. I was calculating 65%. I think Arsenal.
Matt's got the calculations out.
Because I give a 10% to. I give 10% to City.
Wait, hold on. So so you took out a calculator, and what formula did you input?
No. I just did this my math in my head, So I get
what
10%.
math? This is just a prediction. Mike says, "What is your mathematical prediction?
What
math are you doing?"
65%. 65%.
Yeah. It was broken up. Yeah, it's better.
And what I did was I split the 35% to the other three teams, which is.
Oh, you're giving Newcastle a chance then.
Yeah, why not? I'm giving them a chance because they're there, and then it's why not?
Yes, sir. From your logic before, when you were talking about title mentality, winning it before the season, how much chance are you giving Liverpool and Chelsea to win the league?
Oh, I gave him high. I think I gave.
No,
I
right now,
don't-
I mean.
No, right now.
No. Liverpool and Chelsea have no chance, man.
Okay,
Zero.
there we go.
Yeah, zero. No, those guys. The thing is, but you never know. There might be a chance.
And just so how it's smart.
Liverpool looking too good right now. I don't know what's going on.
No, but you know, like, you know, I know. Look. We're just chatting football, so we're just talking, man. I mean, Mike, man, that's that game. You know, should we feel embarrassed that really is a mid-table clash?
HH,
on
it's the
Saturday
mid-table
night?
Classico. That's what we're. Oh, look, HH, we should both be embarrassed as hell. Like that game cannot happen. I don't even want to wake up on Saturday because I think it's early kickoff on Saturday. We're both terrible.
Oh no, you have a game in hand. You have a game in
Yeah, we
hand.
have a game in hand, but we're terrible.
Wait,
Like,
so,
even-
wait,
we beat-
listen, how come? I thought this is the game in hand for both of us. How is it?
No, I can't remember who our game in hand is against. I cannot remember. But look, we even played Wolves yesterday. We beat them 1-0. We still don't look good. I mean, I think we're going to start playing kids. I think we might.
Look, it's a huge because if Chelsea win, 31 points. You know, look what I'm saying. You know, look,
Oh, don't start getting gassed up, please. Oh God,
bro.
HH, do you understand that?
Mike.
No, HH, you do realize that Mudryk has not played a professional game since November. You do realize that, right?
Oh, yeah,
Mike.
he was busy fighting a war. I forgot.
Mike, you see, I don't want to get into the whole Modric thing and so forth because
No,
I
but
don't
I'm
know
just
what
telling you.
I can say.
I still think he's going to make his debut and score against us. I just
Do you
have
think?
a sick feeling.
Do you think guys? Do you think he balls? Street, talk to me. Do you think Modric balls for Chelsea? Do you think I'm wrong in my assessment that he's a starving man's Kivicha?
But
Like he actually balls?
Starving man.
issue you have is he was playing for Shakhtar Donetsk. When's the last time the Ukrainian league they're not playing anymore? That's the issue. Like he hasn't.
Well, they are, but you know,
It's
it's a bit testing right now.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just like it's just I don't know. I feel like Modric. I don't know. Modric, whatever his name.
Modric is the
Mudryk,
Croatian.
Mihailo Mudryk.
Modric. Yeah. I don't know. It's like I've listened to the Talking Tactics and the podcast. Hey, you gotta listen to that, guys. Like, it's phenomenal, though. But you guys were hating on him, so I hope he turns out great. I really do.
Yeah, say he better for 60 mil.
Yeah, I really hope.
No, sorry, for 100 mil. For he better for 100
I'm
mil.
one of those people that I don't like when players get doubted. Nah, I'm on their side.
No.
come on,
But
bro.
so yes, here's my thing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I can't. It's like when people bring up the Benzema receipts. At that time, Benzema was garbage. At that time, Vinny was garbage. So I defend what I said about Benzema years ago because if you saw me years ago, Benzema played like he wore anvil for boots. Back then, Vinny was trash. So from what I see of Modric, and I looked at his highlights, this guy is high in the Ukraine league. So at least be outstanding, but you're okay in the Ukraine league. Come on, give me a break. Let me hit some quick Dubinskis, man. Shout out to Gatlock. Big up the panel. Niger Cyclops, DJ Michael, Brickdoor Holder, Sideshow Bob, and South American Moochie's always. It's true, he is always eating, man. Hit the like button. PS, it's a 2-horse race. Are we ignoring Newcastle?
Yes, I don't know why though.
Nah, I give Newcastle.
I don't know why. Because they
I'm
won a crazy game against Fulham. That I did not, bro.
So
that
no,
was
my question is,
crazy.
are we ignoring Newcastle?
Yes,
Most
I don't
people
understand.
are.
But
We're
then, like,
sleeping on it. We're
but
sleeping on
Bruno
it.
Guimaraes got injured, so
He's doing it because see, my thing for Newcastle is if they made if they had a really good January, I'd be like, okay.
No,
let's
but
not look at it.
they're doing it different though. They're buying necessary pieces at like decent prices. They're not going for the big names. They're not going to get into bidding
No,
wars
but
for.
Ricardo, if they just go, it's true, they're doing very smart, but if they went for like a really big name, so look at the wages you can earn, big time wages, and they attract like a big time attacking player, inside forward,
But they don't
number
need
10.
that. They don't need that. They have been doing it without it. Like who really thought Newcastle?
No, but Ricardo, no. Top 4, thumbs up. I'm taking title. If we're talking about for them to win the title, they need, because they have a very good core, but they need a really good attack player. Their defense is outstanding. But if they have because Isaac is their striker, like a really good winger or really good as inside forward, then I'm like, okay, boom. But without that,
slowly. This is the first year they've actually had under this under their ownership and the result they're getting. I said it. I think when they first got bought out, like give it 5 years, but bro, I'm probably saying 3 years max. That these guys are going to be competing for the title, and they're very close. If a couple favors go the way, Arsenal slip up, Man City continue to slip up, and United slip up, maybe we can have that conversation down the line that Newcastle could be there. But I don't think so this season. But they're there. They're definitely there.
I was going to say that it's not going to happen during the winter. But if this player is not signing his contract, do not be surprised if Rafael Leao goes to Jordi's.
Stop it.
Because they can afford his wages. And they need a left-sided forward because Alain Saint-Maximin is not that guy.
Mike.
HH, you got your left winger. They need one.
I am not having Leao go to another club before. I'm not having Newcastle get Chelsea and
I heard Leao might extend at Milan.
Yeah, they're trying to negotiate right now.
That's what Fab said. No, because Fab said that he's going to extend. Oh, sure. Ricardo, I missed this. Memphis to Atleti?
Yeah, I mean, might as well. The guy never played.
Yeah, it happened. Here we go. That's done. It's done.
Yeah, I'm actually happy because Memphis he pisses me off. So.
Well, wait. You don't rate his rap lyrics or anything?
Not really, to be honest.
You know. I heard something crazy though. Sid Lowe said something crazy. He said
Rachel, hold on. Let me hear this. Ogena Koge says, "Thank you for the dub. United also cannot rely on Ericsson." Yeah, his pace.
No. But here's something.
But let's be real. He's been good. But are they relying on Ericsson?
Yeah,
because Ericsson creates, Bruno creates, and scores goals. Well, yes, what is what I say?
But this is the issue I have with Ericsson in midfield though. The reason why Casemiro got to a point where he was on too many yellow cards was due to the fact of Ericsson. Ericsson is not that, how do I say, off the ball. He doesn't provide much in terms of recovery of the ball. He doesn't.
Like Casemiro and Fred.
Like a lot of the players will bypass Ericsson, and then Casemiro has to cover that ground, and sometimes it gets too late and he gets a yellow. So that's the issue I've always had with Ericsson. Ericsson on the ball, class. But off the ball, bro, Casemiro has to work so hard just to cut off, stop the attacks, and he ends up getting too many yellow cards. So, it's one of those things. I wish we had a player that can help Casemiro in that midfield, especially when we lose the ball.
You're not taking Kanse.
I wish, man.
Keep wishing. You're not taking Kanse. Elijah, can Arsenal really cruise to the title? Are we undermining Newcastle? Arsenal haven't faced their test of adversity, and when it comes, we'll now see how they react.
Say that, HH.
Arsenal cannot
Stop, HH, man. They're just cruising right now.
Actually, no. Arsenal. Okay, no, I'm mistaken. They will cruise to the title.
Now we know why you did that.
Considered title by January is sick. It's not. Yeah, bro. Come on. It's too early. It's way too early. The Minnesota community statistics show most Somalis are United fans in Minnesota. Yasser leading people to their graves and a hair loss. Hashtag trendsetter. Hashtag brickdog power move. Yes, do not respond to this dub. Yasser,
you know how dumb this. See, people don't understand. I wish people came to Minnesota. Almost a high percentage. I think about close to 70% of all Somalis in Minnesota are Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans. 1,000%. A Somali equal Arsenal. That's what it is. If I'm telling you, if you have an uncle that's an Arsenal fan. My neighbor is an Arsenal fan.
So basically, I had the two Somalis that don't support Arsenal. You and Ziman. Oh, and Suleiman, because Suleiman supports Barca.
H7 supports
Arsenal.
But here's the thing, HH is you don't understand the older generation. I'm not gonna lie to you. The devastation. An Arsenal fan's face. One Arsenal fan literally cried and said, "I'm not supporting Arsenal anymore." This was during Arsene Wenger's time. So there's a little part of me that I'm like, you know what? I'm a little bit I'm not happy for that.
These signings. Chelsea needs to bring Olise back, yes, and De Bruyne and Salah. Do you know the one that's pained me the most was Musiala. That pained me because for me, Musiala, that's a player. Whoever allowed Musiala to go needs to go to jail.
But you guys would have not developed him to the level he is today.
Please.
Yeah,
Ricardo, I would have. I would have.
He would be Musiala at Chelsea.
I would have. Okay, last thing before I get out of here. City Tottenham. City Tottenham result. As I say, 3-1 City. Mike, what are you saying?
I can't lie.
Who knows? Mike,
no, it's actually their kryptonite. Even when Tottenham were terrible, they actually give City a tough
especially
match.
After that United lost, they wouldn't there.
Yeah. 3-2 City.
Yes, yeah.
2-1 Tottenham. I said it. It's gonna happen.
I honestly think Yasir is going to be right. I could just
bro.
see something crazy
There's
happening
always-
in this
Yeah,
game
come
again.
on.
Ricardo, what are you saying?
It's typical. Tottenham wins the game.
2-0
You know
City.
who's gonna win.
2-0
Well,
City.
2-1 City.
2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0.
2-0 to the guys. We'll be back here for the City thing game, and Saturday, guys, don't miss the mid-table clash, man. Saturday, peace out, stay true, and also no, guys, that's the key thing. It's the main key thing. Stay black. Peace out.